for, and now I feel like we're peaking at the right moment. Yes, we suffered a loss or two here and there, but I think that each loss has taught us valuable lessons, and it reassures us of just how good we are and how much we can separate ourselves within this conference if we just lock in and commit ourselves to whatever it is that we have going on schematically on the offensive or defensive end. I think tonight we did a much better job of ruling the glass. We had a lot of turnovers, but you take those turnovers when you want your team to play fast. And I just have to commend everyone for coming out and having the focus that was needed in order for us to get that redemption-type win tonight.
10th game in 25 days, I believe, including 5 road trips of 6,000 miles. They played with a lot of energy for a team that's been through all that.
Yes, they did, and I think we are always having healthy conversations about recovery. We manage what they do in practice and for how long. We make sure they have massages. They do the cold tank and the hot tub, and then whatever they do in the privacy of their own homes. I think everyone has a mindset towards making sure that we are refreshing ourselves so that we can come out and give the best effort possible. And we don't focus on the fact that it's been 10 games in 25 days. We just take what's in front of us, we handle it accordingly, and we move on.
Sorry for the delay. I'm typing your quotes. Amari, Niggy, can you talk a little bit about how, number one, how y'all shot the ball well tonight, and number two, sort of playing 10 games in 25 days? Like I said, that's like a WNBA schedule.
Okay. Well, first I'll talk about the 10 games that we played. Coach is always, informing us that, it's not going to be an easy season. We have a target on our back, so we take that information and we put it into practice, and we practice hard. So what we show in practice, we're going to show on the court. So it doesn't really matter how many games we have in X amount of days. We're always ready to perform.
How about shooting tonight? You shot the ball well. I think your first shot went in, and you shot well throughout the game. As did your teammates.
Yes, well, the ball is always going to find an open man. Success favors the bold. So we're always trying to pass the ball to the open man, and luckily we knocked some shots down.
How about you, Amar?
About the 10 games in 25 days, Coach just tells us not to think about, how fatigued we are, and that like a lot of other teams in the country are going through the same thing. So we have to put that in the back of our mind when we are playing, because nobody in the conference cares how we feel, how fatigued we are. And with the shooting, I'd have to say Coach was, before the game she's stressed, pounding the ball in the inside. So I think when we get the ball inside and work its way out, then our guards do have those open shots, and they did a good job knocking them down today.
I just noticed that you guys got the ball inside a lot. Coach, I believe 7 people had 4 fouls and 1 fouled out. Kind of tough, I guess, to develop any rhythm in a game like that.
Yeah, it's going to come when we play as up-tempo and aggressive as we do, and we're as active as we are on the defensive end. You're going to have nights like that where, depending upon the officiating crew, they may call a little tighter than what we're accustomed to it being called. But we'll take it and we'll make the adjustments, but we don't ever want to change who we are on the defensive end. We want everyone to have to adjust to us in terms of how we play as a unit. It's not just 1 or 2 people that play with that aggressiveness and that intensity. It's everyone that's on the floor. So I think for the officiating crew, that can be challenging at times, but then we do have to pivot every now and then when they're telling us too many hands, too much touching, or you're riding people. So we do what we're supposed to do what is necessary in order for us to not have a lot of people fouling out, and it's penalizing us in crucial moments of the game by stopping the clock and allowing them to get free throws without any time ticking off. But outside of that, I'll take it. I'll take it today because I needed to see us flying around the court and being active. And FIU, they make you play that way to a certain degree because they play an up-tempo style and they get out and run and then they press you. So all of those elements speed teams up. And we played to that level and it benefited us today.
You're forward. I don't know. Are you paying attention to the standings, or just sort of knowing you have to win games ahead?
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the standings, none whatsoever. My focus is solely on us. And when it's time to take a look, then I feel like we would have made a lot of progress and eaten up a lot of ground and separated ourselves. But if I'm worried about what Middle Tennessee is doing, what Charlotte is doing, then that means that I'm taking valuable focus away from my team. And if I want them to be focused and fully vested in us, then I have to be the first one to do that as the leader.
And I had one sort of question about the tournament. Is it the same format as last year? The top 2 teams in each division get a first round bye?
You know what? I have to check on that because I know last year everyone went. I don't think everyone's going this year. If I have to revisit those rules. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Okay. I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Harry.
Thanks, Harry.
Okay. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.